Very different than what I expected right now. Hey everybody, welcome to the Ultimate YouTube channel. It's your girl, Rosalie. This is so freaking powerful. That's what time it is. Let's keep this short and simple, but I had to come on here. So often we're stuck in our own little world, but it's all so much bigger than we realize. All right, guys, I'm back. We are here on behalf of Tap Cancer Out. I'm reviewing music together with you, honoring the suggestions that have been coming in. Shout out today goes to Brian. Thank you for your support on Tap Cancer Out. Guys, we have gone above my goal, but the Tap Cancer Out fundraiser as a whole, the organization as a whole, is not at their goal yet. So we have to huddle together and show the world our community is the strongest and we support this cause. The story behind it is heartbreaking, powerful, and beautiful. The Tap Cancer Out is a jiu-jitsu event and various competitions and events where funds are being raised, where the profits go to various beneficiaries, organizations that are in the fight against cancer. All the info on tapcancerout.org. This one is called Amigo the Devil, Cocaine and Abel. Oh my gosh. Instead of Cain and Abel from the Bible, the two brothers of Adam and Eve, the first two brothers of Adam and Eve, where Cain killed Abel because God was pleased with Abel's sacrifice more than Cain's, according to certain interpretations of that verse and Bible story. Cain was jealous, killed Abel. He had to leave and wander the earth with a mark on him. The mark would prevent him from getting killed, but he was punished, and it was a no-no. And some people would interpret that as the beginning of, brotherly hate and strife and war. Obviously different theological theories on the topic. Interesting to call this Cocaine and Abel. Who is Amigo the Devil? I don't know. This is a singer from America. Singer, songwriter, guitarist, and banjo player. Oh goodness, is this going to be dark? We'll find out. But the shout out today goes to Brian. Thank you for your support. Let's listen. I was bracing myself for heavy metal from the start. Very different than what I expected right now. I like it. Cocaine and Abel. So cocaine killed Abel maybe? Or sweet boy.
The distance from the man that I am to the man I want to be. The time it takes to realize time is the distance I need.
Wow.
But I was born impatient, and I was born unkind. But I refuse to believe I have to be the same person I was born when I die.
Wow.
Change is alright.
I love his voice. It's so full.
Change is alright.
So much emotion and life. Almost has a Johnny Cash feel right now.
I'm not proud of all the choices I've made for a lot of my life. Following the shadow when I damn well know that behind me is the light.
Wow.
But I've lied to my mother. I made people feel like hell. But I refuse to believe I have to keep being cruel, 'cause I'm a coward myself.
Wow. The honesty here, you guys.
And time is impatient. No patience takes time.
Wow. Wow.
Excuses will only do good if you're waiting around to die.
Vonson.
Everyone is born with self-worth. How easily it turns to doubt. It takes letting go of what we know we can't live without. But the blood in the water, it is the blood of my brother. We both learned it didn't mean a thing in the end if one was thicker than the other. And I tried having faith, but I'll rot like a dove. 'Cause I've always been scared of loving someone just a little bit more than I'm loved. Losing is fine. Everything is fine.
Oh my gosh. I am humbled right now at the reality that there's so much profound art in this world. And I'm honored that I get to live life to hear this and to experience music and to dissect these lyrics and to hear people's pain. I wouldn't be able to if I was dead right now. And it's such a gift. But I'm also humbled by the fact that this is reality. There's so many musicians out there, artists, songs that I have no idea. And they're so profound and they put in words the things that I think about sometimes and feel. Amigo the Devil, I was bracing myself for some heavy metal that was just dark and made me uncomfortable because of the title. Isn't that crazy how we project ideas and thinking sometimes? And then I try to shut that off and go, just listen, let's see what happens. And little did I know that this would have nothing to do with some dark, satanic heavy metal. Again, I understand that that doesn't necessarily mean that where we were going anyways, but that's just where my mind went naturally. Like, what am I bracing myself for here? And then the title too, Cocaine and Abel, you never know, right? Is it's going to be a song that glorifies those things, that talks about cocaine and, you know, those storylines and plots and word plays on biblical stories. And now it's just this darker than anything. I had no idea what type of music I was getting myself into. And these lyrics and his voice and the music video and the composition is absolutely phenomenal. Please go check this work out. This video has over 2.5 million views, put out 6 years ago. Should have more, but he also should have more subscribers. This is an amazing musician. Please go check him out. I love the rawness, both of his voice, of the stripped down guitar, of the piano. I think there were some strings in there that added crescendo. Beautiful composition. The music video, heavy and powerful, and also such a brutal reminder that everyone was a child once. You see pictures of this sweet boy, and I don't know if that was him or this brother he's referring to that he seems to be remembering who may have died. I'm not sure if cocaine. Is cocaine what killed Abel? Is Abel the real name of this brother? Was this a literal brother or a friend? I don't know. But regardless if this was pictures of the friend or him, it just puts into perspective that no matter who you are, no matter how deep into despair, you could have someone who ends up being a serial killer or deep into drugs. That was a little boy at once, or a little girl. And when we see those baby pictures, sometimes, at least for me, it softens my heart towards the person. Doesn't condone what they do, but it softens my heart towards the fact that this was someone's baby. And it makes me wonder, what happened? What happened? The distance from the man that I am to the man I want to be. The time it takes to realize time is the distance I need, okay? I love that honest, poetic, beautifully worded reflection on the fact that that's the distance between who I am, who I want to be. We're looking at the present versus my goal, but then also understanding that distance is time. It's not necessarily removing ourselves physically or going far away, trying to escape that, but that time is that distance that I need to get there to become who I want to be. I was born impatient. I was born unkind. I refuse to believe I have to be, which makes me think, it's almost like, is this from the perspective of a Cain who was the jealous one, who ended up being the murderer? I refuse to believe I have to be the same person I was born when I die. I love that honest conversation about I refuse. And the way he said refuse with such conviction also was powerful. So much emotion in his singing, because it shows this idea of I refuse. Not only is it posing a question of do I have to be the same person? It's saying I refuse. That determination to say no. I don't have to end where I start. Change is all right. I'm not proud of all the choices I've made for a lot of my life. Following the shadow when I damn well know that behind me is the light. What a lyric. What a powerful, powerful sentence. What a powerful poetic statement. How often do we do that, don't we? Where we follow the shadow, but we know damn well behind us is the light. I've lied to my mother. I made people feel like hell. I refuse to believe I have to keep being cruel because I'm a coward myself. Such honest self-reflection. Time is impatience. No, patience takes time. Wow, that one got me. You probably saw my facial expression because time is impatience. Time is impatient. It doesn't wait for anybody. It keeps ticking and death is coming. But then it says that patience takes time. And it's this weird dichotomy in life. Excuses will only do good if you're waiting around to die. Good Lord. And that makes me think of what I've been reading lately about existential theories and just existential therapy and our death anxieties, because it's so true. So often we're waiting and not living. Waiting on what? Waiting that we don't take a loan out on life. As Otto Rank says, some are afraid to take a loan out on life out of the fear of being in debt to death. Well, death is coming, but we don't owe death anything. Ich schulde dem Tod nichts. And to me, this poignant statement of saying those will only do you good. The excuses only do you good if you're waiting around to die. And what a sad life if that's what we're doing. Everyone is born with self-worth. How easily it turns to doubt. And I love how the video then showcases these childhood memories and that put before us so tangibly that that's the reality. We're born with self-worth. We're born with excitement and life and value and joy. And then it turns to doubt. It takes letting go of what we know we can't live without. I mean, what a songwriter. Oh my gosh. Letting go of what we know we can't live without. An example to me would be time, breath. I can't live without breath, but I have to let go. I'm going to eventually have to let go of that breath and of time because I will die. But in many other things too, letting go, the people we love, the things that we think we can't live without, letting go of that. For one, because we will die and it will all fade. But also there's peace in that. There's peace that we have to somehow find in that dichotomy. The blood in the water is the blood of my brother. We both learned it didn't mean a thing in the end if one was thicker than the other. That part almost had me cry because I wonder if that's a little inside joke between brothers of, oh, you're bigger than me or you're fatter. I don't know if there's a little bit of a play on an inside joke here, or also a double entendre in regards to how we often do compare ourselves to others. Thicker, not only in the physical sense, but who has more, who's more beautiful, richer, more famous, more talented, more. And I've cried having faith, but I'll rot like a dog. I've tried having faith because I've always been scared of loving someone just a little bit more than I'm loved. I've been scared of loving someone a little bit more than I'm loved. Giving more than taking. Loving someone more than what you receive. And if you don't receive much, you're not going to, or if not, you don't feel loved much, you're not going to have much to give at all. Losing is fine. Everything is fine. And then earlier saying, change is all right. This way of maybe trying to come to terms with that loss and with that finding yourself in that place of grieving, of feeling like you're going to rot like a dog, acknowledging the things you've done, but also accepting, saying it's fine. I've lost maybe the brother. Everything is fine. Change is all right. What a deep, deep song. I did not expect this. I had no idea this was coming. Comment below, what do you think? What does this make you think? Let's keep raising those funds for Tap Cancer out, and I'm on to the next one. See you soon. Ayo!